Let's go, baby.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to another fantastic Kahtide online stream. Hope you're doing well wherever and whenever you are. It is a fantastic Wednesday, May 13th, wherever you are. If you're watching this on YouTube or if you're live in the Twitch chat, I appreciate you joining and seeing some fun action. We play all kinds of games, all kinds of random stuff. I mean, literally, I wasn't on stream for this, but I was literally playing sledding game with Swordier the other day. You might have caught it. Good stuff. But today we're doing our regular, normal, scheduled stream. So I'm really excited. I've been trying out this new game. I haven't played too much of it, but it's been really interesting. Barotrauma. It's a submarine game in sci-fi, and I think that's pretty interesting. I'm really eager to try it out and show it off to you. But before we get into it, make sure to hit the social medias. Check out my usual hotspots. I'm on Tumblr, Blue Sky, Mastodon, Instagram, all those places. Discord for that's for community, joining the community. YouTube for VODs and videos, and of course Twitch is where I tend to stream. So if you're interested in checking out some of my other stuff, go check it out there. And I'm also a game developer on the side, so if you like following indie game development projects and that sort of thing, make sure to go to saddevelopment.com, SALVEDEVELOPMENT.com. Thank you, everybody. All right, so let's get into the action. It's been really exciting to dig into a new game, and this one's an interesting one. I'll say that much. I haven't played too much. It's definitely a hard game, but it's an interesting one. So I think what the best way we can start it is just to introduce from the training. You know, we'll introduce it with the training, and we'll do a single player game, and then maybe we'll like jump into a multiplayer game at some point and see what's going on in those. You know, I think that'll be the best way for us to get acquainted with Barotrauma. But anyway, to summarize, the point is, the story is, humanity's colonized Europa. The colony gets cut off from Earth somehow, and then everybody living on Europa is now forced to live under the ice to avoid the radiation of Jupiter, which means that everyone lives in a dark, very dark, very, very dark ocean full of aliens that want to kill you. You know, the usual stuff. Very good premise, I think. Let's just dig into it, and you'll see a little bit more about what I'm talking about here. I've already done these tutorials. In fact, I think I might have... Hold on. Give me a second. I need to check if I've actually got the same saves here. Give me just a sec. No, I think we're good. Okay. Looks like we're good. So I'm just going to get us started with... I mean, I've already done these, but I'm just going to get us started with the basics and the rolls. I think that's... Shit, sorry. One more thing. Hang on. Sorry. Okay, we're good to go. Sorry about that. Had to double check something. We'll start with the basics, and then we're going to go into roles, I think. That's what we'll do. So this is a game, as I understand it, it's a crew game. I don't know... There's not a lot of great examples for this type of like gameplay, but if anyone's played like Guns of Icarus Online, it's sort of like that. It's also kind of like FTL. The idea is that you're on a sub, you're in a crew, there are different roles you have to play: medic, engineer, mechanic, captain, all this stuff. And you have to keep the ship running. You all have to get to a mission. You have to like finish a mission without dying, basically. Get to the next outpost. Do the thing you had to do, get the money, try and survive for the next outpost. It's sort of like that. Very interesting stuff. Lots of complexity to it. But anyway, let's just do the tutorial, and you'll get a little idea of what we're talking about here. I think this is one of those games that it's really good on its own, but it's gonna really shine when there's a crew ready to go. All right, here we are. Let me put on a character voice here. I see you're standing. I'd like to keep this brief since you're the 6th person I've had to guide today, and frankly, I'm getting tired of it. Where am I? Who am I? You're in an automated rehabilitation chamber. You've suffered a traumatic experience, and we're in a perpetual state of screaming and defecating your boiler suit. Dr. Happy has seen it fit to treat you. I don't remember anything. That's great news, and significantly reduces the chance of intense nightmares and flashbacks, too. It's an intended but slightly inconvenient side effect of your medication. We just have to reteach you all the basics, like you using your arms and legs. And you're good to go and make some money to pay for your medical bills. Medical bills? Anyways, let's get you going. Try to move those arms and legs, will ya? The door will open once you press the button. Slightly out of reach, though. Got it. Okay. You can walk around with WASD, or at least A and D will move you around. And then you can click to do things, like that. And that's Randall Avery, who's guiding us. You can see here, Dr. Happy's Vitamin and Mineral Complex. Nuts! Yeah, you can see this is kind of weird. See, we're like a guy, we're like a little paper mache guy, kind of. It's almost like a Russian cartoon. You know what I mean? Alright, there's an item here. ID card. Cool. Open the door. Can I zoom in? I can only zoom out kind of when I'm like looking to my periphery. This is literally the closest I can get, it seems. Press S to drop down platforms, like so. Press left shift to run. Oh no, something's damaged. Some devices sometimes break down. They can be repaired with the correct tool. So basically you just grab this screwdriver, whip it into your hand, then you go here and you do repairs. So you do this, and every time you get to that sweet spot right there where it's being repaired, you can hit repair again to make it go faster. Right. So one of the most important jobs right there is fixing junction boxes, because there's always going to be flooding. Flooding is a constant problem in this game, it seems. Alright, welding tools are vital equipment for sealing leaks. Obtain a welding tool. I have one. But you also need fuel. There's plenty of fuel in here. So we'll grab that, double click to equip. You can just drag it over, like so. So if you wanted like a Glippa jar or whatever, you can, but honestly, you don't need to. It's really for tools. Use W and S to go up and down. So, SO you can see here. Climb the ladder or so. Now to go here, there's a leak here. All you have to do is aim with the right mouse button. And then just basically you're just shooting the damage. But with that done, you can open this. Diving suits allow you to swim underwater. Equip a diving suit by double-clicking it or dragging it onto the highlighted slot. I'll just double-click it like that. It does limit your field of view, which is a shame. We need oxygen, though, so put the oxygen in. And while we're here, we'll grab another jar of oxygen just to be safe. Jar. Not really a jar, more like a canister. Anyway, we need to repair this. Pretty sure. Or, actually, can we weld it? I forget if it's welding or if it's... I think it's with screwdriver. I think we have to fix it with screwdriver. Right? Oh, I need a wrench. I'm sorry. Okay. Sorry. If it's a mechanical, you need wrenches. Oh, let me equip the wrench. Right. Now we'll repair. We're tightening nuts and bolts as you do. Okay. And boom. Everything's golden now. Don't need the suit, so we'll just put it back. It's usually best to put it back where it belongs. Here. Put this canister in here. There we go. Cool. That's how you put stuff away. It's a little wonky, but you'll get used to it. Alright, press left mouse to interact. So if we want to get up the ladder, we actually have to pump water in. So we're going to pump some water in like so. I'm going to put it at max. Then we should just be able to climb up. There we go. Okay. Awesome. Standing the pump to pump water into the room. You will be able to swim to the ladder. No doy. Thank you. Alright. Oh shit. We didn't think you'd get this far so soon. This sector is, unfortunately, still quite unfinished, as you can see. There used to be a mud raptor nest here, but we're 90% sure they're all gone. What's a mud raptor? Hold on a second. I see some additional movement on a camera. Uh-oh. What's that noise? Oh boy. That's a mud raptor, folks. You hate to see it. But anyway, that's the basics. Boom. We'll continue onward. To the next section. To the roles tutorial, as you say. Okay. There we go. How's it floating, dude? You, here to get your papers to sign on a submarine? That's right. Whoa, such enthusiasm, dude. I love it. You familiar with the courses we offer? No, what courses? You know, dude, just the thingamajig politician dude in his ivory tower trying to solve a problem without actually solving the problem, you know? What's the problem? The submarine business. It ain't all that, you feel me? Ain't many that return from a trip. Ain't many that return from 10 trips. Ain't any that return from 10 trips. So there's a 100% discount on whatever passes as education here, because that'll solve things. Are you bashing your own program? I'm just the reception, dude. Ain't my job to get meat for the grinder. Want my advice? Take a station job. Fight back against the system, dude. But I want to find adventure. Besides, there's no food here. Suit yourself, dude. We offer 5 courses here. First off, the captain. You feel like delegating all the shitty tasks. This is for you. Highly recommend. Like the famous Herman Pollard. Sure, dude. Then there's the fixin' duo. The engineer gets all the fancy toys, but with a high risk of being shocked. Ain't for the weak-hearted. Then there's the mechanic. If you don't mind getting wet, he's doing the welding and pump fixing kind of thing. Ain't recommended for smokers, feel me? Sounds like an important job. Yeah, awful, right? Then there's the security officer. If you like shooting the creepies. They're usually too in love with their power, though. I actually got this tattoo that says ASOAP. Means all security officers are bastards. Watch out with those dudes, dude. Oh god, do I have to be the centrist? They can't all be that bad. Final. Okay, he's not gonna elaborate on that. They are that bad, though, I can promise you. I would never be a security officer. Finally, there's the medical. Finally, there's the medical doctor. Oh my god. Most of them are creepier than the actual creepies, but some actually make people better, man. There's some literal saints, feel me? Anyhow, if you're still interested, move on to the next room. Sign me up, sir. All right. So the way this works is kind of weird, but I'll show you. Basically, all the officers, the crew members here, they're all here. So you can just pick which one you want to be. So why don't we like start from the... We'll start from the top. We'll do medic, we'll do security, mechanic, engineer, and then captain. Personally, I like captain the best, but it's important to know what everybody does. So we'll start with medic, I think. Okay, let's go. I have a man bun. Start the tutorial for the medical doctor? I'm not going to do that voice every time. Hey, dude, the teacher's ready for you. On my way. So, in this world, ladders rule. You have to use the ladder. It's very important. All right, here's medical. All right, this is Dr. James Beam. You're here. Great. My name is Dr. James Beam, and I'll be guiding your hand today. What's your name again? Oh, it doesn't matter. Let's get on with it. My head is absolutely throbbing. The med bay is where all medical items and treatments are stored. If a submarine has a medical fabricator, it is usually situated here. Some med bays are also equipped with beds for patients to rest in. As space is limited in submarines, some vessels opt to do without a dedicated med bay. Ready to go, sir. Keep it down, will ya? Grab some morphine for me. You can find it in that cabinet over there. That's a standard medical cabinet. So you can find those on board most submarines. Understood. Alright. Time to get the good stuff. Morphine? Okay, bring it here. Just highlight me with your mouse and press H to enter my health interface. Okay, Dr. James Beam. Looks like he has a concussion. Patient seems disoriented and has trouble focusing their eyes. Whoop. Do a little morphine for him. Alright. How'd you feel, James? That takes care of my headache. But the shakes are still there. We don't have any naloxone left, do we? You'll just have to make some. First, find morphine and stabilozine. Understood. Alright. Stabilozine. What did he say? He said morphine, but apparently it's opium. You can make medicine in the medical fabricator. Like a regular fabricator, it creates new items out of materials you feed it. Try it out. I'm just going to chalk it up to the fact that he's on morphine. He probably doesn't know what the hell he's talking about. Anyway, naloxone. There's a little bit of opium and a little bit of stabilizone to create naloxone. I don't think this is how they make it, but I think this is what we need. Boom. Remember, H, to view my health interface. Sooner, the better. Oh, I get it, buddy. I'm gonna hit you with that H. Treat him, his addiction and his withdrawals. I think that did it. Let's see how he's feeling. Well, James, that's about all you can do for me right now. If you want to be of more use, tend to the patients next door and turn off the lights. I'm gonna rest my eyes a bit. Got it. Now, I did actually look for a way to turn the lights off, and I don't think there's a way to turn the lights off. Otherwise, I would do it for my friend here. There are several patients here, each with a different affliction. To find out what ails them, I will give you this health scanner HUD. It will display what their issue is before you see it by yourself up close. When treating a patient, the health interface will suggest treatments on the bottom. Simply clicking on a suggestion will apply it, but you can also manually drag a medicine to the wound. Cabinet should be stocked with whatever you need. Alright, we'll just empty the cabinets. Take everything we need here. Equip the health scanner HUD. Burns are commonly sustained from explosions and electric shocks. Bandages and plasticine are the typical treatments. Burns are also limb-specific, which means you'll have to apply the cure to the correct limb. Right. So we have... I don't see where the HUD is telling. Is the HUD telling me anything? Oh, it does tell me something. Okay. If you can actually highlight them and it'll tell you what's the issue is. Okay, we're going to heal you. We're going to hit you with that. Bandaging plasticine. A synthetic skin is what it is. With hemostatic properties, able to quickly seal most wounds. Very effective against burns. Okay. Ezekiel. Psychosis is usually inflicted by otherworldly sources. It's treated with haloperidol. Understood. Alright. Time to give you some haloperidol. Treat your psychosis. I wish it was that easy. Alright. Coleman Bergman. Let's see what's up with this guy. I guess I just give him morphine. There we go. Alright, I think that did it. Well done. There's one more thing you need to learn, and that's how to perform CPR. Got it. When someone sustains enough damage, they enter a critical state. In this state, they are immobile and will perish if they don't receive immediate aid. Understood. To resuscitate someone before they die, open their health interface and press the Perform CPR button. If you're successful, the patient will be stabilized. Note that the resuscitation process often takes time. Got it. Come back to the med bay. There's a patient here in need of CPR. Take your time, though. He's only pretending. This time. Got it. Okay. I gotta hurry. Oh, no. Laura, Hyun. I need to help you. Your oxygen is low. CPR. Don't you die on me! This does not look normal, but okay. I guess that's how we do CPR in this world. What the fuck? I look like I'm humping her. What the hell? Good job. Coffee is on me. I don't like that. I don't want coffee for that. Okay. Well, I guess that's medicine. That's medicine for you. Let's restart and try another rollout. You can see this is the first crew member. An important support role. Skip to the tutorial, and this time, who do we want to pick? I mean, I said we were going to go from the top down, so I think security will be our next pick. All right. Let's go. So, security obviously is both for internal and external security. Shooting guns inside and shooting turrets outside. All right, boom. Officer Perez. Stand with your back straight, recruit. I'll teach you to shoot, stab, and sink your enemies. My name is Officer Perez, but you might as well forget it now, since you'll address me only as ma'am. Yes, ma'am! Welcome to the armory. Every crew needs an armory to store their weapons, preferably one that's secured by a locked door to prevent the munitions from falling into the wrong hands. Armories are often situated near the command room and/or the gunnery compartment. In lieu of armories, secure cabinets are sometimes used to store handheld weaponry. Yes, ma'am. Being such a quick learner, you might last longer than most. First of all, equip yourself with some body armor and find some in that cabinet. Just follow the stink of sweat. Yes, ma'am. Right. Body armor? I'll take those shotgun shells. Right, we're equipped. Good. I think it was Recruiter Miller who died in that armor. A bright young man, but the worst aim you ever saw. Now get a gun and ammo from that rack. Make sure it's loaded by hovering your mouse over it. Understood. Right. Grab. Management wants me to remind you about trigger discipline at this point. Now that's done with, let's get to shooting. We're fresh out of clown, so you'll have to make do with a husk. Proceed to the shooting range. Yes, ma'am. Enemies that manage to board your submarine are usually weak enough to be dispatched with handheld weapons. Husks that can infect humans with a deadly parasite, but this one is already contained in the range. Kill it. Yes, ma'am. Alright. Get to the action. But we are not loaded, so I need to actually... Alright. Kill the enemy. That's our husk right there. You can see it's a person. A person that's been warped by the parasite. Boom. Another one. And that should almost do it. Let's see. Just to be safe. Boom. Nice shooting. You beat Miller's record. Let's find you something bigger to shoot. Proceed to the coil gun loader. Blech. Coil gun loader. Alright, one more. I need to love tap him. Cool. Alright. Coil gun loader. Let's go. Here's a view of all the submarines, by the way, that you can pick up. A lot of these are higher level submarines. This here's the gunnery. From here, you'll be able to control various weapons situated on the hull of your submarine. Understood. Submarine weaponry consists of several devices. Along with the turret itself, you need a loader, a supercapacitor, and a periscope. Understood. The loader should have ammunition compatible with the weapon it's linked to. Load some coil gun ammo into this one. Yes, ma'am. So this is our coil gun ammunition box. Grab that. You only need one, really. Put it into our loader right here. Cool. Supercapacitors provide power to the weapons. Turn this one on by cranking the dial. The higher it is, the faster your weapons charge. Just be careful. On red, it starts to overload. Yes, ma'am. Right. So, best to keep it just under red at 490 kilowatts. Periscopes are used to control turrets. While interacting with a periscope, use your mouse to aim and left mouse to shoot. Now, see if you can't find something to shoot with this coil gun. Yes, ma'am. Alright, so this is our periscope. This is our turret moving around. And you can zoom out pretty far. There's a creature out there we can shoot. But as you can see, it has a delay. You have to really kind of aim it a little bit. Takes a bit of effort, but there we go. Now we're getting somewhere. Gotta be careful with your aim, that's all. It's hiding. Boom. Still moving. And that's a kill. I think. No, it's still alive. Almost dead. And that should do it. Good one. Now I can sleep better at night, unlike Recruit Miller. Yes, ma'am. Mission accomplished. Alright. So that's security officer. Easy peasy. Kill anything on the inside, kill anything on the outside. Easy job. Alright. Although it's of course good to pair a welder with one of these folks here. Because you need to patch holes, you know, it's important to patch holes. Speaking of patching holes, it's time to play the mechanic. Be careful. Ow. Be careful with these things, because it's very easy to hurt yourself. In fact, I'll show you really quickly. Like that. See, hold on. Like that. You can just do that, or you can, like, turn more in the middle. Like that. That can hurt you. You can get, like, a sprain or something. Very annoying. Like that. See? It's kind of funny, though. Alright, boom. Hey, I'm Amos. I'm the mechanic around here. I'll teach you how to care for your submarine. Remember, if you take care of her, she'll take care of you. This right here is the engine room. Houses the engine. Every submarine has one. The engine moves the submarine forwards and backwards. Got it. The engine is a mechanical device. You'll be a mechanic. You take care of mechanical devices. Got it. Thing is making funny sounds of smoking. You take a wrench and fix it. Use a wrench, now fix it. Okay. Fix it. What the fuck? What the hell was that? Hang on, let me try that again. What is going on? What? Am I getting hurt? Okay. I have to turn it off? Hold on. I mean, that makes sense, actually, now that I think about it. It doesn't look like it's powered, though. That's the thing. You know, this one was tripping me up when I did it on my own. There we go. I don't know why it was hurting me earlier, but now it seems to be working. That wasn't terrible. Anyways, the ceiling is leaking too, which oh shit, man, sorry. I misclicked. Basically, he just wants us to weld it. That'll do. Now grab a diving mask from the supply cabinet. All right. Diving mask. Equip the diving mask. Down this ladder and through the hatch's ballast tank. The ballast tank fills up with water when the submarine needs to go down. Okay. Inside, a pump forces the water in or out. If the pump breaks down, you get in there and fix it. As there's usually water in the ballast tank, it helps to have some diving tools on you. Look at that wrench? Yep. Alright. So, this is the part of the being a mechanic that sucks. You gotta go down in here with your mask, and you gotta fix the damn thing so that it'll pump. Hope he doesn't interrupt me while I'm trying to fix this. There we go. Boom. And now, pump it out. Beautiful. It's best to take this off when you don't need it. Save the oxygen. Not bad, Cub. Follow me. We'll do some fabricating next. The engineering room is where you can find the fabrication and deconstruction devices. Not all submarines have them, but most outposts and stations do, and you can use them for free. Alright? Fabricating new items with a fabricator is easy. You put in some basic ingredients, select the blueprint or recipe, press the button, and you got yourself some brand new toys. Alright? Deconstructing is even easier. You put in some item, plant or mineral, and you get some basic materials back. You know you'll lose some materials in the process. Okay? How about you make your own wrench? Some iron ore in the cabinet, you'll need to refine it in the deconstructor first. Alright? Got it. So, we take the iron. It looks like poop, but that's okay. It's not poop. Alright? Deconstruct. And just like that, you got some iron. Take it over here. And we build ourselves a little wrench. A little wrenchy poo. Boom. Let it do its thing. Boom. Got yourself a wrench. You can keep that one if you want, Cub. Anyways, almost done. Last room, then some beer. Thanks, Chief. Well, there we go. This is the oxygen generator compartment. Typically quite small, but also rather important as they keep people breathing. Understood. Just remember to check up on it and repair it. If you got time to spare, use it to fill up depleted oxygen tanks. Alright, understood. How about you put your oxygen tank in there and call it a day, eh? Cool, let's do that. So, I think, have it right here. You just have to plug it in like so. And then, I think it just pops back out, doesn't it? Oh, there it is. Cool. And then you hook it back up. And that does it. Thought I did. It's saying I didn't refill it. What the hell? I don't get it. Hold on. I just did it. Oh, that's a different tank. Hold on. This tank. Am I going crazy? Oh, I think I have to, like, click it. Oh, this is how you do it. Okay, sorry. That did it. Okay. Good job, Cub. You made it through. Keep your tools sorted, your workplace tidy, and let's have that beer now. Sure, thanks, Chief. Yay! Beer time. Alright. Next job. So that was all of the metal parts, all the metal mechanisms. Sorry, into the tutorial. Now let's try the electrical. that's different. Sorry. Engineering is what we want now. Right. On my way. This is where we get to use nuclear material. Welcome, welcome. I'm Chief Engineer Fryer, but please call me Kaylee. The reactor room is where the heart of the submarine resides. As long as there's electrical juices flowing through the wires, there's life in the submarine. And the electricity, all originates from this beauty right here. Understood. While nuclear reactor may sound scary, because of the whole invisible radiation thing, there's actually nothing to worry about. Operating reactors is relatively safe. Got it. Relative to the other way more dangerous dangers, that is. The reactor room is usually quite well protected and it's centrally located. Understood. One thing to keep in mind, and I will stress this, do not insert every fuel rod you have in your storage into the reactor all at once. Understood. Really, do not. Each fuel rod increases the amount of heat generated by the reactor. Too much heat means a fire will start. Eventually, a full-blown meltdown will trigger, and kaboom! Well, at least it's a quick death. Sure beats getting captured by pirates. Got it. For now, I'm just going to hand you one fuel rod. Let me show you how to insert it. Is this really safe? I guess so. All right. So there's a lot of things here to learn about. I'll tell you about it. And I'm not the best at reactor control, but you'll figure it out in a minute. So first off, you need fuel so that you put it in one of these slots here. When the automatic control is on, it just does it automatically for yourself. It's just not very fast. It's controlled by these two dials. So you have fission rate and turbine output. So fission rate is basically how much heat you're getting out of the rod that you put in. And the turbine the turbine output is how fast you're generating, how much power you're trying to generate off the heat. If you try and take too much power off the heat, you'll cool down and you'll lose power. But if you have too little of a turbine output, you'll start heating up and you will have a meltdown. So you have to keep it balanced. Basically, this is how much power you have. This is the balancing act of that power. Load is the amount of power the submarine is currently consuming. So anything that, like movements and shit like that, that's load. You have to kind of balance it with the load as well. Temperature of the core reactor. You have to manage optimal temperature. It's all very complicated. Right. Step 1. Fuel rod. Basic startup of the nuclear reactor looks like this. One non-empty fuel rod inserted. Power button pressed. Automatic control toggled on. Sounds simple enough. Give it a try then. Don't be shy. So, power, automatic control. And that'll bring it up to where it needs to be. Great job. You're a natural. We now have power. Look at how all the lights are turning on. That was all you. That was easy enough. Getting confident, are we? Now, let's switch over to manual control then. Got it. In manual control, you're using two controls. The first one on the left is the fission rate, and the second on the right is the turbine output. Understood. Increasing the fission rate makes the reactor consume more fuel and generate more heat. The heat is used to spin the turbine, which generates electricity. Understood. The higher the turbine output, the more the reactor attempts to generate electricity. If the output is too high relative to the fission rate, the reactor will cool down. Too low and it'll overheat. Got it. It all boils down to keep the left gauge in the green, keep the right gauge in the green. Why bother with manual control at all? Great question. Ever been on a submarine and the lights suddenly turned off? That probably meant the reactor was on automatic control and the captain did some sudden maneuvering. Auto is much slower to react to and compensate for higher power needs than manual control is. Can I try it? All right. So we can actually do this now. Boop. So now it's being controlled automatic. It's being controlled by us, basically. We're trying to keep the turbine output matched. If we want to kick up the heat like so, we just have to match the turbine output. Good job. Let's move on to the next room. Uh-oh. It's too hot, too hot, too hot. Here we go. Let's move on to the next room, but first turn the automatic control back on. It's important not to leave the reactor on manual when it's unattended. Okay. But this is how you do it, basically. I just want a little bit of practice to keep this steady, but basically you're just trying to keep the turbine output steady. Like so. It'll eventually settle into a proper position, I think. Definitely exceeding our temp low, output low. We need higher output. There we go. So you see, we're actually in the proper band now. We're actually generating the amount of energy we should be generating now. Let's kick it up. Can we kick it up a little higher? Okay. But you see, this is kind of what the engineer does here. Just keep the core where it needs to be. Manage power so that the captain has enough power to do sudden maneuvers. Anyway, put that back on manual, on automatic control for now. I'll let it handle itself. All right, I think we're all done with the reactor now. Follow me. There's more things to do. Welcome to electrical. Things are buzzing around here, aren't they? Don't be intimidated by all the wires. They're going exactly where they need to go. I made sure of it. All right. The room is usually filled with junction boxes. This room is usually filled with junction boxes. All the power from the reactor needs to be distributed, and that's where the JBs, or junction boxes, come in. Understood. When junction boxes break down, which they will, any devices connected to them will cease to function. Your job is to keep that from happening. Why do they break? Can't they, like, not break? What a stupid question. Oh, can't they, like, not break? I don't know. What do you think, buddy? Good question. Some skilled engineers at Outposts can make devices more damage resistant, but let's forget about that for now. Understood. Most captains are the rough, breaky kind of captains. They prefer to accelerate at maximum power for a few seconds, then completely idle the submarine the next minute for a cigar break. These power fluctuations are what damages the sub's electrical devices most of the time. Alright, I understood. The other thing is water, of course. Electricity and water don't mix so well, so anytime water leaks into the submarine, there will be damage. Do I just sit here with my screwdriver for the whole trip? Pretty much, except once you learn how to fast repair, you'll have a lot of time for other things. Let me show you. Alright. Interact with the junction box. Click the repair button in rapid succession. It's not actually rapid succession. That's a lie. It is just keeping time. Basically, if you click outside of this sweet spot here that's growing, you'll shock yourself. That went okay, I think. But look, this one light is still off. Why is that? It's because I removed a wire connected the junction box to the lamp. But I have it right here. I just need you to connect it. Ow. All you need is a screwdriver in one hand and a wire in the other. Let me show you. Alright, so click the wire. Click on the box. Rewire it with E. We take this wire here, connect it to power. Then we go where the light is. Where the lamp? This is the lamp here, I'm thinking. Yep. Take this from the junction box, hook it up to the power, and boom. Awesome job. That covers all the basics of engineering. The rest you can learn on your trips. You were a lovely student. Hope to see you around. Thanks, Kaylee. See you. One of the nicer teachers. I think she's named Kaylee because of Firefly. All right. Last one, and it's my favorite one, too. The most important one. All right. Captain time. All right. Captain. Boom. Let's go. Oh, here we go. I have a captainly bearing. Hi, I'm Captain Sterner. I'll be your instructor today. I'll start with a brief explanation of what it means to be a captain, followed by a practical course. It's crucial to enforce the chain of command, so you will address me as Captain. Say, yes, Captain, if you understand. Yes, Captain. The command room is the brains of the submarine. From here, signals are passed, either verbally or electronically, to crew and devices. Using devices like the navigation terminal and the status monitor, the captain can pass all these signals. For example, order the crew to fix devices, signal the engine to move at full power, or empty the ballast tanks to raise the submarine. The core function of the navigation terminal is to move the submarine. Yes, Captain. Alright. So, you click this. Since we're in a low-light environment, sonar is the most efficient way of identifying terrain, objects, and life forms. Sonar is short for Sound Navigation and Ranging. Sonar has two modes, passive and active. While in passive mode, sonar only listens to sounds. It will detect things, especially if those things make lots of sounds. Static objects or terrain, however, won't be detected until very close. While in active mode, the sonar emits pulses of sound at an interval. Simply put, this means every few seconds, the sound wave will reveal terrain, objects, and life forms. Active sonar is essential to avoid bumping into terrain while moving at any decent speed. Finally, there's the directional ping. While active sonar is great for spotting things, it's also great for being spotted. The directional ping limits the direction of the sound pulse, thus preventing hostiles from spotting your submarine, as long as it's not aimed at them. We've hooked up this navigation terminal to a sonar. Feel free to try it out. Yes, Captain. So, first of all, we have currently passive sonar. You don't see anything, obviously. We do this, boom, you can see the ice shelf here. This is where the Naur outpost is what it's called, is located. And then if you do this, now we can rotate the ping in different directions. And thereby preventing us from having any trouble with anything that's not in that cone. But anyway, boom. We're out. Once you have a bearing on your surroundings, it is time to move the submarine. Yes, Captain. Steering is controlled with the display in the middle, which utilizes modern touchscreen and autopilot technologies. By default, the autopilot will try to maintain the submarine's position. By clicking the screen, the autopilot's target position will change to the indicated position. Furthermore, the autopilot has information on outpost locations. It attempts to automatically navigate to predefined positions. The system, however, is neither infallible nor as quick as manual steering. Speaking of manual steering, this is the preferred option for those who want more control over the submarine. By clicking the screen, you set the submarine's target velocity. For example, if you want your submarine to move slowly to the right, you touch slightly to the right of the submarine's current position. You want to rise up quickly, you touch far above the submarine's current position. Ready to give it a try? Yes, Captain. Trick question. No, you're not, Cadet. A submarine is usually docked while idle to prevent it from drifting and using fuel. First, you'll need to undock using the big red undock button. Easy, right? Now, let's try it out. Yes, Captain. Right. You press this. Boop. And now we have a little tiny submersible that we are in control of. So, if you want to move about, I'm just going to turn on ping so we can see what's going on. So this is how you adjust the angle movement. I would say it's usually easier to use autopilot to, like, assign it a position. I can show you. You can actually see it here. I don't know. Hold on, I'm going to bring it in close. But you should see it approaching in a minute here. You see that? Oh, there it is. It's just a little drone, basically. But anyway, so that's how you do it. So manual steer. We'll just manual steer it in. Boom. And it's docked. Not bad, Cadet. You're ready to be a helmsman now, but being a captain is more than that. Yes, Captain. You cannot run a large submarine by yourself. You need a crew. A crew needs someone to lead them, or they will stumble around like headless chickens. Cluck, cluck, cluck. Wait, they wouldn't, never mind. As a captain, you're responsible for leading your crew, so you'll have to issue orders to them, meaning you'll need to know what needs doing. Ooh, I wonder what needs doing. Okay. That's where the status monitor comes in. With the status monitor, you can see where the submarine is in need of repairs. You can then mark these rooms with tasks and pray there's someone competent enough to perform them. Don't skip the praying part. Boom. If you don't want shit to break down in the first place, though, you'll have to tell your crew to keep it all in order. This means issuing them orders from the get-go. Let's try it out on an actual submarine, shall we? The other cadets ought to be ready right about now. Follow me. Yes, Captain. Alright, now the fun part. I like that we both look like NPCs here with our movement. It's like not... It ain't great. Anyway, this is our submarine here. Ow. I got stuck. Alright, here we are. We're here. Let's start by issuing commands to the crew. Without power, nothing in the submarine will work, so first, order the reactor turned on. Yes, Captain. So with the middle mouse button, you can do this. So actually, this is a great trick, by the way. You can also hit these little side dots here. And you can actually assign things like for individual people. But generically, if you just want to generically do it, you can go here. This is the reactor core. This one's for weapons. This one's for steering. So if you don't want to be the captain, we'll just do that. Engineer trainee, power up the reactor. Great. Remember, captains should command respect and obedience. That's why they usually carry a firearm. Our last engineer, Stevie Doolittle, said, "What are you going to do, shoot me?" His cousin didn't stick around long after that. Anyways, let's order some maintenance, shall we? Yes, Captain. All right, maintenance. We want leaks fixed, so this is the leaks fixed button. All right, so we've ordered him, and you can see it stacks up here, and you can actually move these around. So let's do another one here. Electrical, let's fix electrical. And then mechanical. Goes right here. And no, you won't be given a firearm yet. You'll have to complete your education first. Let's get on with that, shall we? Honk Mother knows you'll need it. Speaking of firearms, Honk Mother, you'll find out soon enough. There's a clown-based religion in this game. I didn't even know until I got into it. Oh my god. Anyway, speaking of firearms, it's time to get the sub's weapons operational. Yes, Captain. So let's order the bottom turret be operated. Alright, that covers the basics. Now the real test. Undock from the station, get us to the next outpost, and you'll be done and graduated. Good luck, cadet. Alright, this is easy peasy, actually. I've done this already. So, undock. Set this for autopilot for now to get us out. Just until we're decoupled from this, there we go. Perfect. And then we'll just proceed outward. So I like to keep it on passive when I'm moving about, because I like to hug the ice walls, but we'll turn on active for now just so we can go at a quick speed. Anyway, we're heading towards the city of Vorta. You can see here all of our shit is going on here. Got the armory, med bay, amidships, command room, engine room, reactor room, junction compartment, door, or utility compartment, upper mid, airlock. Lots of rooms. Alright, so we need to start heading upwards. City of Vorta isn't that far. But normally, if we're seeing any enemies, they will show up here in this ping radius. Anyway, let's get into docking. I find that it's easiest just to autopilot the docking procedure. It's a little bit less troublesome, I would say. But we'll just kind of align these. And it seems to try and align the green with the green whenever I put it on like that. So that's what we'll shoot for here. Let it do its docking. Boom. Shit. I didn't mean to undock. I didn't mean to undock. But we're here. Mission accomplished. And that's that. That's the rolls. We got it. We've cracked the code. Which means now we need to start a real game. All right, folks. Here we are. Normal. We'll do an easy run. How about we do an easy run? So we have a couple of options. We have the Barsuk, the Dugong, the Orca, and the Camel. So we'll start with an easy ship, I think. We can do the Dugong or we can do the Barsuk. The Barsuk's going to have a better time with fighting. I think this thing only has, what, one? It has one gun on the bottom and one gun on top. Well, actually, I kind of like that a little better, almost. It's a better layout, too, honestly. But it's less money for us at the start. We would have 6,000 instead of 5,000 if we went for this one. But, let's see. This one really is only made for 1 to 3 people, so let's go for the Dugong. We'll go for the Dugong. We'll read the description. Compared to larger vessels, the Dugong series is overshadowed in all aspects except one. Their reliability for their price is world-class. They're lacking in firepower and speed, so smart maneuvering is key. Alright, let's do it. So we can have a couple of different characters here. We start with 3 to begin. We can just kind of randomize them. So, how about we do... We'll find the funniest one. Okay, I already found the funniest one. At least in that batch. Let's see. We need a funny face. Some of them are just too okay, there's a funny face. I like that. I just love those big cheeks. I really think it's the big cheeks that make it funny. Anyway, this works. This works. Lamont, Beverly, and Natasha. Sorry, no. It's gonna be Natasha. I don't want... What's with the I? That's better. Natasha Breeky, by the way. I didn't even see that last name. Jiki Breeky. Eve Danke. Alright, perfect. Start with this crew. Apparently I discovered the cold cavern somehow. In the early 21st century, it was discovered that under the icy, irradiated surface of Jupiter's moon, Europa, lies a vast sea sustaining microbial life. Following the discovery, it didn't take long for the first manned spaceflight to arrive on Europa and verify the sea did not only host microbial life, but complex, hostile, subaquatic fauna. Besides the wildlife, the researchers faced grueling difficulties posed by the dangerous radiation emitted from Jupiter and the intense cold and tremendous pressure of the European Ocean. Despite all their hardships, Earth-born colonists were able to construct a handful of habitable outposts where a new way of life developed over many decades. A new system of governance was formed by a coalition of the largest, most influential cities on the moon. Over the years, European society became more and more dissociated from Earth. 50 years ago, contact was lost entirely, and no more supply ships have arrived since. Subaquatic travel and vehicles are in a key role in this new society, scouting for new inhabitable locations, protecting citizens from creature attacks, and establishing supply lines between stations as humanity ventures ever deeper to evade the lethal radiation from Jupiter above. The life of a crew member aboard one of these submarines is a lucrative one, albeit dangerous and often short. You've decided to rise to the challenge and establish a crew of your own. Now, with your newly bought Dugong docked at Tectomus Linea, the waters of Europa open up before you. Explore, help expand the colonies, and make of this place what you will. Okay, let's do it. Beverly Sykes. Finally, a chance to get off this station. Can you believe that there's so few people willing to crew a submarine? They just sponsored us? One fresh from the submarine? Oh my god, I am having such a hard time reading. Can you believe there were so few people willing to crew a submarine, they just sponsored us one fresh from the submarine? That is kind of a clunky sentence. I still feel like there must be some catch. And not as far as I can see. Supply and demand in action. They need able-bodied sailors to keep European society running, and the original crew of this submarine drank themselves to death before their maiden voyage. It's ours, all right. If you say so. Still seems fishy, but it sure beats sitting around here. What do we still have to do before we go? We'll still need some supplies for our first voyage. Fuel rods are a must. Without them, I cannot keep our submarine powered. We should make sure we have some spare. Weldon fuel, too, as without it, we have no way to patch hull damage. Of course, let's try to avoid hull damage, but just in case, I'll transfer my last savings to the shared bank account to contribute. Alright, I'll get the supplies. Great, maybe while you're up there, you can check if anyone has some paid work for us? There's not much point in drifting around without a purpose, and keeping a submarine running is expensive. Sure, on it. Alright, well, we got 300 MK, 300 marks. So this is our ship. Let's take a quick tour before we go. We can take a look at the layout really quick. Ow. That was silly. Here's the status monitor. So, as mentioned before, engine room, command room, amidships, medbay armory. We've got some crew quarters, a ballast tank, an oxygen generator, a junction compartment, and a reactor room. So, why don't we start with the bottom? We don't need to really look at the ballast because it's not really important. We can definitely go down to here. So this is our junction room. We've got some charge boxes here. We've got the reactor down here. So this is where the engineer is basically going to be living. Ooh, we got thorium. Anyway, reactor. I can hear the hull creaking. There's our oxygen generator, so we can command somebody to keep those full. And then this is our med bay. It seems to be in bad shape. We need a bed, probably. We've got whatever. Looks like a storage room. Revolver rounds. I think I'll take these. Yeah, I'll take 6 as backup. Crew quarters here, so it looks like we've got 2 beds for them to sleep in. Not great. Looks like we're hot swapping our bunks while we're here. But it's something. At least there's a bed here to sleep in. It's much better than most ships get. But anyway, this is where the weapons room, command room is, where I'll be working. And then down here we've got so the engine right here. We've got some storage here, crate shelves. So plenty of stuff, plenty of stuff. And if we want to get out of here, we go up. So up is here. Ow. Gotta be careful when I'm pressing these buttons. We have two suits, it seems. Not a lot of suits, but it's something. I'm going to take myself a diving mask, because it's good to have one. Underwater scooter, flashlights, plasma cutters, all kinds of cool stuff here. I think the plasma cutters are going to be for mining later. But we're connected to a base, as you can see here. Lorita. I don't know who Lorita is. But anyway, ordinarily, these would be different characters if we were playing multiplayer. So Beverly and Natasha would be crewed by other people. But we've got Destructor, we got a Fabricator here. I would recommend stealing stuff. Stealing stuff is probably a good idea while we're here. It's good to probably wait until a security check first. So I'm just gonna do my business here first by picking up some stuff. So we need to get fuel rods and welding fuel. So that's pretty much all this guy has. So we're gonna buy fuel rods and welding fuel. 427 marks, and we'll have it delivered to the submarine. And then if we go up here, we can get some missions to do. Right. We've sold some basic construction materials to the neighboring outpost, but delivery is on us. A simple transport job, perfect for a new crew like yourselves. What say you? Let's do it. I think that's all they have, yeah. Just a delivery mission to start with. Cool. So, we'll just quickly hang out here. And since nobody's looking, I'll just grab a couple things. Perfect. And we'll make a speedy getaway. Right down here. Before anyone notices. Damn it! Nope. Shit. Damn it. Okay, he picked us out. He picked us out. That's why you have to wait till he grabs you first. Damn it. Ah, he caught me. He was like, this guy's stealing. I can smell it. I can smell it on him. What can I say? I'm a sneaky thief guy. I'm a sneaky thief guy. I'm a sneaky thief guy. Anyway, let's just fast forward through here. I think we'll just do that. Let's just grab the stuff really fast and then bring it in here. The thing is, we need supplies, so I'm just going to steal whatever I can get. Whatever's not nailed down. Whatever's useful. Ooh, also, fun button. Here's a fun button for you. There's a ragdoll button. If you just want to fall down, you can just fall down. Okay, there's our guard. Maybe it seems like if you run in front of him, he usually will grab you. Because you're being suspicious. You know? That's usually what these guys usually think. I hang out in front of him for a while, I think he'll grab me. I don't think he wants to grab me. I just need to be sus, you know? That's the thing. I need to be sus. Come on, man. Grab me. Grab me. Some security guard you are. Sucks. Okay, I'll just wait till he's out of here and I'll grab this stuff. Taking a sweet time, that's for sure. I'll just ragdoll. I'll ragdoll. He does not give a shit. He apparently just does not give a shit. Oh, what the hell are you doing here? Get out of here! Oh, this is so annoying. That's right. Get out of here. Get out of here. What are they doing? Get out! I'm stealing! Do I have to I'm gonna aim a gun at him. Get the fuck out of here. That's right, buddy. That's right. There you go. Much better. Okay. Back to what I was doing. I need this stuff. This stuff is important. Okay. I think the guard's going upstairs. I think the guard's going upstairs. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. It's the best time to move. Perfect. Mission accomplished, bitch. Alright. This is engineering, so I'll put the engineering... Nope, this is the junction box, actually. There should be a slot here somewhere. Ow. Alright, perfect. I'm gonna put welding fuel and the screwdriver and all this good stuff. The wiring, all this goes down here. Alright, perfect, perfect, perfect. We've got our stuff, we've got our supplies. I want to quickly see if there's anything else we can steal. Probably like another diving suit, maybe. Now that we have all of our hard-earned loot taken and put away. He's not even going to grab me now, is he? Nope, he does not give a shit. Oh my goodness, Sortier, thank you for the resubscribe. What are you doing to that ladder? I'm just trying to climb it. That's what we do with ladders, you know, we climb ladders. I don't think there's anything else of value at in this base besides what was in that storage container, so I'm just gonna go and buy the goodies from Gerard here. Welcome, Sortier. Hope you're having fun. We're playing Barotrauma. It's a very fun game and a very scary game full of monsters of the deep that want to hurt you. Because they don't like you, because they're aliens. But we're submarine guys. We're submarine dudes. We sold some basic construction materials. This is our mission, by the way. We're delivering stuff. We're going to go deliver things. It's a crew game, so you have to play in the crew. I'm playing the captain right now. But I have an engineer and I have a mechanic on my team. There are bots right now, unfortunately. But, hey, bots is better than nothing. I can order them around and they'll do exactly what I tell them to do. Ow. Okay, I shouldn't have done that. Easy to fall and break your foot. Actually, I can sleep it off, I think. Well, best of luck. I have to alert as I do chores. Hope you succeed at your deliveries. I hope so. If you ever feel inclined to join the submarine crew, my friend, I would not be opposed. So I think the way you can deal with your limb breaking is by sleeping. Ooh, Sun's here. Hi, Sun. Oh, hi. Hope you're doing well, Sun. Glad to see you here. Welcome to the submarine crew. All right, how's my health doing? You can see it's like barely even there. But we don't have to wait here and sleep. It's fine. All right, I gotta get a drink. Hold on. All right, let's go. Let's go. We've got everything we need. Let's do this thing. Let's pop the cork. I One of our first priorities is going to be to get another crew member, I think. All right. So first things first, we need to assign some orders. We need to have someone turn on the reactor. Then we need to prioritize leaks, mechanical repairs, and electrical repairs. Those are the most important things. And then also damage systems. We'll do both. This is where we actually need to assign them independently. Leak one on there. We'll put a damage system one on there, so they're both covered. We want to make sure that they're doing the things that are most important, which are the mechanical parts. But I also need them to be shooting guns, you know? I need them to be shooting guns. So we'll have them operating weapons as well. Oh, I can only do 3 things, so I guess we'll just set up weapons for them first. There we go. Then instead of damage, we'll have one of them do damage subsystems. Then we'll have one of them do leaks. There we go. Okay. That's better. So that should cover all of their priorities. Glad to hear you're good, son. Glad to hear it. I haven't seen you in a little bit. It's good to see you again. I hope you're feeling well. So there we go. So that covers all of our crew priorities. So they're on the guns at all times, firing them because it's top priority. Actually, we'll make it like 3rd priority because it's not that important. If anything gets broken, they'll fix that first. But yeah, so now we have them covering mechanical breakdowns, we have them covering damaged systems, we have them covering electrical, and we have them covering leaks. So that's perfect. Once we get a new crew member, they'll be able to do other tasks. But for now, that should be everything we need to do our first mission. All right. So we'll undock now. We have options as to where we can go. So we can go to here, which is where I think the only mission leads. Yes, this is where the only mission leads. So we have to click the mission, check mark it. We're going to make 1,600 marks out of this if we deliver everything successfully. Let's do it. Ooh, shit. Yeah, I've regained my ability to sleep, so I'm usually not awake at this hour. Well, I'm glad you've gained your ability to sleep, my friend. That's good news. I'm glad to hear it. Sleep is important. I don't sleep enough. That's probably why I'm a little bit wacky. But anyway, for this mission, we are going to... Oh, shit. Power up the reactor, please. There we go. We'll keep at least one weapon active. How about that? Security officer is really important, so we'll try and get a security officer next mission. I had brain surgery in September. Oh my god. That's insane. How did the brain surgery go? I hope it went well. That's crazy. No wonder I haven't seen you in a bit. That's wild. Anyway, we're on a roll here. I'll switch it to manual because manual is usually kind of the preferred. We'll take it nice and slow. Occasional pings here just to see where we're going. But we'll get a good view of where everything is. Our back weapon is covered, so I guess our butt is safe. You see those yellows here? These are ice spires, so they can be targeted, and they sometimes are automatically targeted by people on guns. Not always. You can see our engine noise here. We'll go a little faster. But yeah, we're going to Guthlaug Habitation Outpost. I don't think there's an enemy on this first run, but there's always a good chance of an enemy showing up. Sun says, it went great, except I scared the life out of the surgeons because, like, they run you through a bunch of test questions during the surgery so they can tell if they poke the wrong bits. And, sorry, hold on. It's autopiloting. And one of the questions was if I could tell a joke, so I started slurring like crazy. But, like, what other joke can you make in that situation? That's so funny. Oh, my God. Like... That would probably be the kind of joke I'd make. I would love to fuck with the surgeons. Good on you. Good on you. That's so funny. Oh my god. I'm doing great. I'm doing great on the surgery. They were not amused. I would, oh my god. I'm sure they weren't, but like, come on. You gotta have a sense of humor. It's brain surgery, right? Alright, I'm trying to line this up correctly. There we go. Boom. And we've docked. See how easy that was? It's so easy. So easy. We got 3 achievements. 3 achievements. That's how easy it is. All right. Let's see what the next missions have in store for us. But I would say this. Don't go for the shooty bang bang missions right off the bat. Don't go for the hunting missions. They are not good. They are very not good. We have to buy a few supplies. Fuel rods, coil gun, ammo, and revolver ammo. Let's take a look at the, something sounds cool. Oh, there's supplies here, I think. Yes, there are. I'm gonna take those. I'm gonna quickly stash those. Uh-oh. Hold on. I gotta be very careful about it. Good. Gotta run, and put the stuff away. God, I love stealing. Stealing's one of my favorite things to do. Alright. Storage container back here. Boom. Just like that. We're all set. So let's go back and see if there's any other goodies. This is the only way we're gonna get ahead, guys. We have to take stuff. I thought this was a multiplayer game. It is. Oh, ow. It is a multiplayer game. I am just playing it in a single player mode right now to get the hang of it. I just bought it. I'm not that familiar with it yet. Ow. Why don't I see? As you can tell, I'm not that good at this game. Okay, I think I'm all right. I think I'm all right. I didn't actually intend that. My habit is like, oh, spacebar means jump, right? That did look brutal, yeah. That did look brutal. I gotta seal these. There we go. Come on. Oh, it won't seal. Okay, it won't seal. But yeah, instead of jumping, spacebar just does this. So if you want to do fun dance moves, you know, if you want to hit the floor, you can do that. Anyway, back to stealing. We need as many supplies as we can get while we're here. But we'll visit the merchant first. Ooh, they've got a sale on pipe tobacco. I need that. Let's get 2. Let's get 2. So I need revolver ammunition. I need coil gun ammunition. Grab all that. And I need fuel. Probably make this faster. There we go. Revolver ammo. And fuel rods. All right. And that's almost 2,000. But hey, I'll take it. Delivery. I can't steal from here because that merchant is going to be watching that suit like a hawk. But we'll see if there's any other spots here that we can take from. I think there's a club in here. No, it's a food burners. Okay. Anything good? Just clothing and fertilizer, so nothing that good. Also, your other crew members are actually all around the base, which is very cute. I think it's very fun. Pipe tobacco on a submarine. I bet you'll be real popular with the crew. Hey, I can do it right now if I want to. I'm piping it up, bitch. You got a problem with that? And it gives you a buff. Patient exhibits high mental fortitude. I have psychosis resistance now. I'm just puffing away, baby. It's my, actually, fun fact. So I got to visit like a submarine museum, and they told me on a tour that apparently back in the 60s and stuff, back when submarines were like a lot more hype, a lot more like loosey-goosey with the rules, they used to just let people smoke in there, and apparently it was just like, it was like a fog cloud. Like you were trying to get from one end of the submarine to the other, and it was a fog cloud trying to get through it because it was just so full of cigarette smoke, which is just so funny. I love the idea of just like having to like get through a horrible nightmare maze of like red light and fog, trying to get to your goddamn station. Like, oh no, we've just been hit by a torpedo. Like, let's try and get through this, you know? Very fun, very fun. Yuck, yuck indeed, yuck indeed. But the guy who was talking to us, he was telling me that like, ooh, we can get a health scanner. Let's get a health scanner while we're here. It's on sale. We should also see if we can find, there should be an HR manager, so we're gonna find the HR manager. That is terrible, I won't lie, but he was also telling me that apparently, like, while they were on deployment on these submarines, they would literally stuff every single, like, nook and cranny of the submarine with food, and they would just let people gorge themselves. Like, if you wanted to eat, like, apparently you could just eat lobsters and steaks and shit like that, because being a submariner was such a bad job that they just gave all the best food to them. So, I mean, hey, if you're okay with tight spaces and with hot swapping bunks with another dude, and also sweat and BO, and you can just eat as much as you want. So, hey, I guess there's some perks. So anyway, so we're at the crew management page. We have our engineer, we got our mechanic. So it would probably be best to get a security officer, someone who can shoot guns good. And I don't want to overspend, as we only have 4,600 marks right now. This is going to eat up 2,300 marks to hire a newbie. But they're apparently pretty good. They got the tough trait. They're at rank 46, which is comparable to our current ranks for engineer and mechanic. Who you know, a former submariner, full of crazy stories. That's what I hear. I hear it's a crazy job. All right, I'm gonna get the security officer. We need someone to shoot the guns, shoot the torpedoes, you know? Ow. Thought that was closed. I'm so dumb. If we go upstairs, we can talk to the station manager here, and we can see if we've got any jobs. We hired a crew to transport these materials, but they never showed. Stuff is still here if you want the job. I do. Right. What else? There's this especially mean monster terrorizing the caves near here. I put a little reward aside for the crew that takes it down. We're not doing that job. Okay. Some of the commoners here are looking for safe passage to a nearby station. Escort them over there safely and you'll be paid. I can do that. Looks like you've settled into the routines of submarining pretty well. So far, it seems the risks have been exaggerated. Smooth sailing. From what I've heard, things get riskier the further down we go. The money's better, though. No risk, no reward. I do have some urge to go deeper. I mean, who could say no to more money? Money and adventure, exploring the unknown. Sign me up, Captain. Down we go. Sounds like we're up for it. So, we've got jobs. We've got supplies, including some stolen goods. Time for us to figure out a mission and get the hell out of here. Alright. So, the way to do it is just to hit this select mission button up here, as we've done before. And our crew member should join us as soon as we start the mission. So, let's get it started. So what do we got here? So we can do material transport. There's killing a large crawler, or we can go back and deliver the personnel. Honestly, it looks like delivering the personnel is gonna be the more lucrative job, so let's just go back, I say. But it's best to try and stack missions if you can. That one didn't let us do that, unfortunately, but next time we will. It'll be a training mission for Glenda, or a new hire. All right. So let's see here. Let's get Glenda assigned. Glenda can take the best gun. Bottom gun, at least, in this case. Glenda can also handle leaks. I think that'll do. I guess system repairs, too. We'll do system repairs as well. Good to have someone working on some stuff. There we go. Leaks guns first, then leaks, then damage systems, I think. That'll be how we'll set it up. I think once we leave, stolen goods become our goods, so I'm going to keep this on me, and I'm going to keep this diving mask on me as well. That way I have the ability to, 1, not drown, and 2, repair leaks once we're in motion. But for now, we're solid, I think. So I'm going to just kind of move things around. Got a battery array and electrical discharge coil. Don't remember what these do. I think they're weapons. I don't remember how they work, though. But we're going to set this up. So, lock this here. Lock this here. That way they don't move around. They stay where they need to be. We can watch our crew and all their orders here. There's our info tab. So if we have anything we need to do, we need to assign points, we can do it here. And again, our command interface, which we can just pull up with middle click. We don't need to press the button there. I don't know why this does not stay locked. I would like this to stay locked. All right, so we are moving out the Tectimus Linea. A quick ping, kind of get the lay of the land here. And I think with that, turn it on to passive for now. So I would say about here is where you can see where things are, like within your general proximity in passive mode. Maybe probably about to here, but like, yeah, that's about right. Kind of closer in. It's not maximum zoom out, but it's some zoom out. All right, that looks like the bottom of the ice shelf there, sort of. Do a quick ping, just to see if there's anything out there. Continue further this way. But yeah, this is a lot of what the captaining part is. It's just kind of watching sonar, hitting that ping, looking out for... Oh, we got a target. Okay. We got targets. Time for our first scrap. There we go. It's shooting. They're shooting. And then we would mark hull breaches here. I think we did it. That should be it. Yep, they're already working on it. Perfect. That did it. See, that's how you do it. That's all you do. That's all you got to do. That's the corpse of the thing. Lingering. Oh shit, we're actually kind of off course here. Tectimus Linea is not that far. Also, best not to max out your ship's velocity if you can. But yeah, it's easy. It's pretty easy. Not too much trouble, these first missions. Once we start getting out there and start actually tackling some more serious beasts, we're going to be probably suffering. Glenda says, do you ever get the feeling the whole moon is against us? Not yet. Alright. So we'll head up towards the outpost, I should say. And this is, again, probably best to autopilot in. Don't need active sonar anymore. We can see where things are next to us quite easily. our ship in. But yeah, there's basically a role for everybody in this game, which is really cool. I love games like that. Again, it does remind me a whole hell of a lot of Guns of Icarus Online. But this is much more single-player PvE focused than Guns of Icarus, which was PvP combat. But regardless, I think it's still fun. It's got challenge. It's challenging, you know. I don't know if there are sub-battles, but if there are sub-battles, that'll be really cool, I think. But anyway, we're here. Let's go above. Right. Do we need anything here? I mean, I don't even know if they have anything to sell. Let's see. See if they have any new stock. They literally only have fuel rods and welding tags. That's very funny. Fine, I'll grab these. Why not? Alright. We'll go back down. I don't even know if we have any missions here. Let me talk to the station person again, see if they have another mission for me. Nope, they do not. Okay. We might just have to go to the next place. Alright. No mission there, no mission there, no mission there. Let's go to a centrally located area we have not visited yet. How about that? With no mission. But so far, smooth. Very smooth. That was a very smooth kill. Barely got a leak. Barely got a leak on the sub. It gets worse, trust me. It gets worse. Alright. Time to go to Hildemoir Habitation Outpost. Alright. We're on the road again. Time to puff at my pipe. Let me do that. There we go. Perfect. As captain, it's my prerogative to puff at my pipe. Nope. See, they're targeting the ice spire right there. You can even see the projectiles moving. Looks like we hit it. Great. This one is also not that far. Only about another 150 meters. Easy peasy. If there's anything out there. There's literally nothing out there. Yeah, these missions are really easy. There's not much activity on this side. Once we go deeper, you'll see the activity start to perk up a bit more. Right, and I'll just let it autopilot in. Easy. Let's find some missions, shall we? And maybe some better supplies, too. I've tried my hand at a couple multiplayer missions and some of the harder stuff, and my god in heaven, it's bad. Even on my single-player campaign, I fought like a mid-tier enemy, and I swear to god, it bodied me. It bodied me. It was not good. Hello. Flyers. There are flyers with notices for various jobs. One of them is for ferrying a few boxes of clowning equipment to a neighboring outpost. It states, if interested, imitate your favorite bird. I like crows. Caw, caw. Distant sound of a bike horn confirms you as the recipient of the assignment. A container is waiting for you when you leave the outpost. Praise the Honkamother. We've unlocked a new mission. Good work, everybody. Alright, we've got an engineering merchant here. I don't really think we need too many of these supplies right now. We'll probably need these more later. I imagine that when you have a crew, they'll know more about what they need, really. Which is kind of part of it. Let's see if there's anything else in here. The big station, it looks like. Like this is sick bay. Can I heal here? I don't know if it'll heal me here. But you can actually, hold on, do this. You can talk to this guy and pay him 14 marks to heal your body. So now I'm no longer wounded. And then I guess this is the pharmacy right here. Here's the nuclear core they have. Oh, there's the clowns up here. Here's a clown merchant. Apparently clowns are a religion in this game. You can buy things like ethanol, fertilizer, and watering cans. But I don't have enough respect with them to buy anything else. It seems they have their own little segment of the... It seems like they have their own little segment of the base to themselves. I like it. They've even got a junction box here. You can do contextual orders if you need to. There's a lot of orders you can do in this game, which is interesting. Ooh, hello. There's trash in the trash can. I'll take that. Morphine and a screwdriver. It's certainly not trash to me. You can also grab these if you want, but I don't think we need to right now. There should be some more contacts over here. Also a person. Hello. Pristamine. You see some separatists creating their trademark art on an unsuspecting trash can. I like the separatists. I'm going to help them. You act as a lookout for the two activists. When they finish their masterpiece, you exchange a few words. They deem you loyal to their cause and promise to put a good word in for you. Sweet! Hell yeah. Also, there's some goodies here, but I'm not going to steal those. Leave those be for now. Want to see if there's anything else around here. Doesn't look like it. These are tight quarters. This looks very cramped. I bet you can smell everybody in here. Here we go. A merchant. Ooh, there's a veteran's jacket. I don't like it. It's only 65 credits. I'm gonna get it. I want to wear it. I want to wear it. It's mine. Let's see what else he has. He has a clown mask. 34 credits for the clown mask. I think I'll pass. Fire extinguisher. Probably get another fire extinguisher. Handcuffs would be good. Let's get some handcuffs. You never know when you might have trouble. Got lead, but that's kind of expensive. Well, it's not that expensive. Look at the lead. Magnesium, opium, organic fiber. We have 31 oxygen tanks. We're good on that. We have plenty of plasma cutters. Don't need plasma cutter fuel right now. It could get a couple more revolver rounds. Why not? X display. He's got any fuel. He does have fuel. Okay. Get the fuel. I love it. I love it. All right. Okay. Let's... Oh, shit, actually. I did want to see... Welding fuel. We probably have enough welding fuel for now. I don't need to overspend. I don't need to overspend. Oh, shit. Where's the guy I need to talk to? get up there. There's got to be an alternate way. This way. Oh, shit. Okay. That's what I mean about the doors, man. There's been talk of valuable mineral clusters nearby. We'd like to see if there's any truth to the rumors. Okay. There's this especially mean monster terrorizing the caves near here. Put a little reward aside for the crew that takes it down. Oh shit. And then material transport. Okay, that should be everything. Cool, let's go. Get out of here. God fucking damn it. Every time. Not down here. And... oh, I'm already wearing this. Damn it. I wasted my money. I am already wearing a veteran's jacket. Okay, well, we'll put it away then. How about that? Put it away. The screwdriver away. They have that. The morphine away in the medicine area, the medical area. Right over here. There we go. Alright. Do one more mission, I think. We'll do one more mission, we'll make it to the next place. See what's what. We got 3 missions, it looks like. And they're all split up. Mining diamond, and then I think this is probably going to be the one we do. Praise the Hawk Mother. We can offer... oh, they're offering 4,000 marks for delivering a shipment. That's a lot of marks. And mining outpost material transport, which is only 800. We'll take both of those. Let's do it. They're offering a lot of money. There's got to be a catch there. We'll find out what the catch is. All right. We're on a roll, baby. 630 meters. Not too bad. All right. I think this is where we're going to get attacked by a big monster, but that's just what I'm thinking. That's just my guesswork here. I could be wrong. Oh. Bonk. Slight bonk. We slightly bonked. No big deal. They just automatically target these ice spires for some reason. It's cute. I don't know why. I don't know why they do it, but they do it. Oh god. Oh shit! Damn it. That's why. Fuck. God damn it. I'm so dumb. I'm so dumb. Get that shit fixed, please. My bad, my bad, my bad. Oh, we're starting to sink. Tell me there's no bottom. Oh, there's the bottom. There's the bottom. Get that fixed. Get that fixed, please. Get that fixed, please. I need to be paying more attention. Okay, okay, okay. We're chill, we're chill, we're chill, we're chill. Can we turn that alarm off? There we go, thank you. So dumb. I need to be more careful. I need to be more careful. That's why you got to do these pings every once in a while. It's risky to just go blind. No. You have to slow down fast, is the thing. And slowing down fast is hard. Oh, we got targets. We got targets. Hold on. I think he's got him. Hold on. Good work. Good work. Good work. I don't know if you can get like fish parts out of these things, but apparently I think you can if you like go out there, but that necessitates going out there. Fuck yeah. There's a kill. Love to see it. You love to see it. Anyway, I think we're good now. The Binsmouth mining claim is close. On autopilot, bring ourselves up nice and easy like. Beautiful. Honestly, that was a fast mission. We might even have time for one more. Get ourselves locked in. Boom. Boom! And that's 4,800 credits. Right in my pocket. Yeah. I love it. I love it. Let's see where we're at with the honkers. We're still at neutral, but we're at +5 neutral with them. I'll take it. I'll take it. The honk mother, I support the honk mother. The honk mother's children are an unorganized lot who simply heed the call of the bicorn. Yeah, I get it. I get it. I heed the call too. I also heed that call. I think we can hire a new crew member with that money. We probably need a medical specialist. So let's do it. They are spendy, though. 3,000 credits for one of these. We can get the cheaper one, though, if we want to go for a little bit cheaper. 43. I mean, that is comparable to our current skill set, so I think 43 would probably be the right call. Let's get them. Awesome. That's good. That's great. That means that we have most of the jobs covered at this point. Except for assistant. Assistant's the one, like, weird job where you just do random shit, apparently. I don't know. I don't get it. But we got somebody. Also, we have skill points. That's the other thing. I think we can spend some skill points really quickly. We have Bounty Hunter, which gives you XP, bonus money. We can get skill gain speed. We can do bonus XP and money when we're completing cargo or personnel transport missions, which I do mostly. That might be a good thing to do, actually. Let's get that. We'll be a logistics expert. Now, if we switch like that, we can go back into here, upgrade their stats. So, seal gain, bonus electrical engineering and burn resistance. We can do a junction junkie, bonus XP for different things. You get a one-time reward for repairing a certain number of electrical devices. You can get bonus skill and XP, or upgrade junctions, or permanently repair things. That's cool. Station engineer, bonus XP when activating a beacon station. Let's do the junkie junction, or junction junkie, I should say. We'll do that one. Natasha can get. We'll do the partner to that, Machine Maniac. And I don't think Glenda has anything. Oh, Glenda does have something. Okay. So, buff. We can do additional 50% buff duration, opiate addiction resistance, first aid training for bonus to medical. That's kind of nice. Physical conditioning for movement speed and oxygen resistance. 30% bonus XP and rep for escort missions. Max health, melee power. At the end of each round, if you killed at least 3 enemies, create a collection of war stories in your inventories. Ooh, that's kind of cool. But I do think maybe we'll do physical conditioning. That's probably the smart thing, the smart play. And we'll switch around our assignments before we leave for this next mission, I think. Some of the commoners here are looking for safe passage to a nearby station. Escort them over there safely and you'll be paid. Cool. We've got Coalition personnel transport. There's this especially mean monster terrorizing the caves near here. We know this one. Then, oh shit. Another mining outpost material transport. Okay. Nothing crazy. I don't really think we need supplies right now, but if... No, I think we'll leave it alone for now. Let's just get out of here. Do this next mission. I'm eager. I'm eager to get this mission on the road. Okay. we have another suit. Looks like. I didn't realize we had another suit. Suit locker. Anyway, let's see. What do we got? Coalition transport and killing a crawler. Mining, outpost, material transport. Nothing there. I don't know what this is, but I mean, I think we could give this a shot. I guess I think we could give this a shot. We'll do both. We'll do both. We'll see if we can fight this thing. I have a feeling this will go badly for us, but let's give it a shot. Our first battle. Proper battle. Alright. First things first, let's clear these. Perfect. Alright. So, let's do our assignments. First things first, weapons. That guy and gun guy. They'll be handling guns. That guy's security. Beautiful. So those are handled. These guys are also emergency personnel, so we'll put their emergency personnel tags on there. We'll also have them do leaks, because leaks are like almost always going to happen, so we'll just have them have leaks on standby just in case, you know. These are the most important things for them to be doing, though. Now, as mentioned, these do need to be assigned. These are their primary tasks. Keeping the reactor going, keeping leaks out. Those are the top things they need to be doing. And then we can also have them do things like loading. Actually, hold on. Yeah, we'll do this. Okay, we'll have them load items. This one will refill batteries. Actually, no, not batteries. This one we'll have the actual engineer refill batteries. That's what. All right, this is a little bit finicky, but it's gonna be worth it in the end. Get this right, I think. Shit, where was it? I just saw it. Hold on, what are we doing? The emergency page. Literally just saw it. Oh, it's load items. I'm dumb. Okay, there we go. So we'll put that there. We'll put tanks. Loading oxygen tanks. That. And how about instead of leaks, we'll have our security guy load ammo. Perfect. So that'll do it. Okay. I guess the only other thing... There. Nothing else to load. I guess there could be cleanup. Yeah, you know what? Since they're not... We already have two people... Well, we have one person handling leaks, and that's fine. They're the best person handling leaks. So instead we'll just have them do cleanup as like backup. That's what we'll do. Okay. And I think that covers everybody. That covers everybody. I love it. I'm excited. Let's get the show on the road, shall we? Guns covered. Everything's charged. Crew is ready. Let's go. Looks like we're just fighting crawlers, so I think that'll probably be okay to manage. That should be alright to manage. Let's give it a try, huh? What's the worst that can happen? We die. That's the worst that can happen. Right, we'll begin our approach. Well, they're kind of far away, actually, it seems. Have to try and scooch along a little faster here. Just to give you an idea of what it looks like out there, I'll switch my character here. This is what it looks like out here. It is just dark and icy cold. That's it. That's all you're going to see. That is... Uh-oh. Here we go. Okay. That is all you're going to see. I can promise you that. All right, we got targets. I'm going to hassle us. But it looks like we got him. No big deal. So it is neat. I have not actually tried to be any of the other classes in this case, but apparently you can just assign your captain to just like navigate you. So he'll just like direct you where you need to go, and you just do the roles you have to do, which is really interesting. I kind of like that concept, but obviously it'd be way cooler to do it multi. I can't lie. That's the next step. Yeah, I got +1 helm. I love it. Anyway, gotta keep going this way. Quick ping. Good to know where you're at. I don't know what that was. Oh, we needed more fuel. But see, since I have it set, they're already putting fuel in. Just perfect. Tracy says, are we there yet? No, we're not there yet. Not even close. Still 900 meters away. Almost a kilometer away. And this ice sheet is just going down, as far as I can tell. I think there's something in front of us. No, I was wrong. I thought I saw a sensor. A little sonar glitch. Something. Alright. Well, we're starting to actually get over this hump. This inverted hump, if you will. Oh, got our target. We got targets here. Slow us down. Bring us down this way. They're right in front of us. They are. We need to get into a better firing position here. There we go. That Top Gun will handle them. It's mud raptors. They're mud raptors, okay. So the thing with them is they can definitely get into your hull, so you have to be kind of careful that they get killed fast. Leak in armory. Yeah, I'm worried they're going to try and get in. Let's back up, let's back up, let's back up. There we go. Yeah, it's definitely harassing us. There we go. Hit that thing. I think there's only one active. Yep. Boom. It's dead. Okay. You see? You see? We're learning here. We're learning. Anyway, that's not even the worst of it. We have to go fight these crawlers now. That was just the appetizer. But so far, the ship is in good shape. I think we're okay. I have an electrical discharge call. I think that'll, like, zap the water around us, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know what the battery array is, though. Take her fast, take her deep, take her where the fishes sleep. This is lewd. Damn the depth, damn the pressure. Take her down just like the Thresher. I know that's an Earth song, but it's all too fitting for us, says Natasha Brinky. I don't need multiplayer. I have a whole crew of idiots in front of me. Getting close. Let's be on our best behavior. It's like Outcast. God. Yep, we got problems. Good thing our crew is working hard to get rid of them. Beautiful work, beautiful work. Oh my god, you can even see the silhouettes there. Good work. Oh my god. And there's a crawler here. At least one of our crawlers. Our first crawler. I just don't want them to gang up on us, that's the thing. Boom. Easy money. Easy money. Crawl up in there nice and close. Nice and easy like. So our best arcs are underneath us, and So basically, anything over here, anything over here. So we probably want to get like, I want to get in there a little deep, I think. Just, hey-oh, you know what I'm saying? Or we got to get up above them and shoot from this gun. That might be even smarter, actually. I don't know which one. I don't know who's on which gun. Who's on first? Oh, they're here. They're here. Okay, okay. We're good, we're good, we're good. We're doing some good damage here. We're doing some great damage here. We got a leak in Ballast Tank B. Looks like it's been dealt with. We've lost the element of surprise. We'll turn the sonar on now. Nice shot. Good one, good one. I saw that thing accelerate right at us. Holy shit. I think we got this. I think we got this in the bag, actually. It's just one more crawler left. Get his ass. Yeah! Yeah. Go. Booyah! Come on, kill that last thing. Kill that last one. I know it's up. It can see it. There it is. Oh shit! Hold on. My shit's heating up over here. It's smoking. Operation Armory. Shit. Okay. Done. Yeah, we just gotta get up there. There we go. Good shot. Good shot. Okay, we got somebody fixing the screen. Hopefully, no. Fire? It's gonna get on fire in a minute here. Kill it. Yeah! Boom! Oh, thank God. Okay. Good work, everybody. Okay. I think we need to set it to electrical first. This looks like an electrical job. Do I have to ping it? Let me see if I just let me try pinging it really quickly. Fire, broken device. There we go. Shit. I'm gonna turn the sonar off. We don't need it right now. Yeah, there's some broken shit here. Why are you not fixing it? Not set correctly? Hold on. Oh, no, she's working on it now. Okay. Much better. Much better. What the hell is Eric Bowman? Oh, he's one of my people that I'm one of the people I'm transporting. That's funny. Perfect. Now we can actually get out of here. Awesome. All right, we're not far, so let's set autopilot to the outpost. Beautiful work. Okay. And we'll just close it out here as soon as we land. I think that's where we'll end things. Thank you, everybody, for joining me today. It's really great to always try a new game. Hope you had fun. Glad to see you, son. Glad to hear your brain surgery went well. Good to see you, Sordior. Hope you had a good lurk. Catch me tomorrow for more at 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time for more Barotrauma. And, hey, maybe, who knows, we'll even possibly do some multiplayer. You know, it could be fun. Just to dive in and help some people out, you know? Boom. Mission accomplished, folks. Mission accomplished. All right. Catch you tomorrow, everybody. Good night.